Hi, Lux. Hope you're fine. It's me, Zafar, and you are tuning Chemscope. Thank you for joining. As we have been previously discussing about the preparation of methanol, now it's the turn of ethanol, or you can say ethyl alcohol. A very good drink it is. Preparation, as far as preparation is concerned, on industrial scale, we use the fermentation process. It is the process in which large molecules are converted into small molecules in the presence of bacteria or biocatalysts. This process is called fermentation. In fact, process of conversion of starch and sugars. Process of conversion of starch and sugars into ethyl alcohol. These ones are large molecules and we are converting it into small molecules. It's called fermentation. Large molecules are being converted into small molecules. As far as conditions for fermentation are concerned, uh, proper aeration is kept, and then dilution of the solution is also done, and there is absence of preservative. There should be no preservative on the material that we are going to ferment. Optimum temperature is required for fermentation, that is about 25 to 35 centigrade. This is optimum range of temperature that is suitable for fermentation. Usually in Pakistan and India, fermentation is done through molasses. The molasses is used to prepare ethyl alcohol. In this process, we use molasses that is from sugar cane, and other material can also be used. Usually in Pakistan and India, molasses is used. That is a material. This is a material obtained after when we get crystals. We get crystals of sugar. The material left behind is dark brown in color. Dark brown color or syrupy liquid. Syrupy liquid is called molasses. And we can also use sugar beet for this process, and for fermentation we can use grape juice and grapes, we can use maize, we can use barley. These are the other materials that can be used for fermentation. Rice can also be used, potatoes can also be used for fermentation. They have fermentation sugars, it means they have fermentable sugars. As far as process of manufacture of alcohols from molasses is concerned, first of all, its dilution is done. You should must know molasses has 60% fermentable sugars. Molasses has 60% fermentable sugars. First of all, dilution of molasses is done, that is 1 to 5 times water is added in it, and dilution is made in order to proceed the process. And then we add some nutrients, that is ammonium sulphate and ammonium phosphate. This is bacteria's food, you can say. When we add ammonium compound, nitrogenous compound to bacteria, they act as food for bacteria. And then in order to create acidic conditions, you should must know bacteria grows in acidic conditions, and for this purpose we add some sulphuric acid to bacterial colonies in order to maintain the pH, so that acidic pH is suitable for bacterial, you can say, for bacterial growth. As far as preparation of ethanol is concerned from molasses, or you can say from sugar that we obtain from molasses, it's hydrolyzed in the presence of an enzyme called invertase. In the presence of yeast, we get C6H12O6, that is a glucose molecule, that is aldose sugar, and a fructose molecule having same molecular formula but different structures. and it has functional group as ketose. Fructose is called ketose sugar as it has ketonic group, and glucose is called aldose sugar as it has aldehyde group in it. And then we use glucose for the next reaction, C6H12O6 is our glucose, and we add zymase enzyme, very important. It's a combination of 14 enzymes, and it's all taking place in the presence of yeast. We get ethanol, this is our required product, and CO2, this is how it's being balanced. We have obtained ethanol through molasses, and now we use starch as a starting material. And you know, its formula for starch is C6H10O5, N molecules. Take two molecules and react it with NH2O. Hydrolysis takes place in the presence of an enzyme diastase. We get maltose C12H22O11. This is our maltose. Now we use enzyme maltase in order to break maltose C12H22O11. We use maltase enzyme that breaks maltase. This is also in yeast, and we get C6H12O6. This disaccharide is broken down into monosaccharide, that is glucose. Now the last reaction is the same as in case of molasses. Take glucose C6H12O6 and take enzyme zymase, that is a combination of 14 enzymes. In the presence of yeast, this reaction takes place. We get C2H5OH, that's our alcohol, and carbon dioxide. This is our product, that is our alcohol that we have obtained. This is how alcohol can be prepared from molasses and starch. Now we talk about some basic terms about preparation of alcohols. You should must know alcohol obtained from fermentation doesn't has concentration about 12%. It hardly goes above 14% because enzyme above this concentration become inactive. Enzyme become inactive. It leaves to work. Okay, it doesn't work above 14%. In fact, the concentration outside become more, and the concentration of water is less outside the bacteria. As a result, the bacterial water squeezes out and bacteria contracts, and its death causes. The result is its death takes place. If we, as we know, we have only 14% concentration of ethanol. We can increase it by distillation and redistillation. We do distillation and redistillation in order to increase the concentration of alcohol. Ultimately, we reach up to 95% alcohol. This alcohol is called a rectified spirit. This is called rectified spirit. Now you can say alcohol about 95% pure is called rectified spirit. If we treat it with calcium oxide, its concentration goes up to 99, or you can say 100%. This is called your absolute alcohol. In some Muslim countries, it is banned as a drink. So it is denatured by adding some unrequired compounds that make it unfit for drinking. This process is called denaturation. Sometimes 10% methanol is added to make it unfit for drink in ethanol. Sometimes acetone is added, 5 to 10% acetone is added to make it unfit for drinking. Similarly, sometimes pyridine is added in order to make alcohol unfit for drinking. This is how alcohol is made unfit for drinking, and this process is called denaturation. Hope so you must have liked this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.